Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here today. At whatever point you choose to join, you may join me live or you may be watching on the replay. At whatever point you join me, it is wonderful to have you here. So, how are you? I hope you're well. So, we're going to cook dinner because I'm absolutely famished. So, we're going to cook dinner together. And we're going to have a bit of a chit-chat. So, let me just pop this on. Now, I've made this dish before, but I'm going to make it slightly differently tonight. And I'm making it again because it is super quick, so easy, full of flavour and taste, but also because I'm proper famished. I'm proper hungry. So I just wanted something really, really quick and tasty to have. Good evening, Victoria. Lovely to have you with me today. Good evening, Tony. Great to have you with me. And as usual, our Betsy is putting in an appearance. You can hear her. Well, she stopped for a moment. But I'm pretty sure she'll be trying to steal the show again. Pretty sure. So, guys, if this is your first time joining me here on the channel, thank you so much for being here. My name is Angela, and thank you for coming and spending a little time out with me today. So what do we do on this channel? So we're a lifestyle channel. We're all about a lifestyle. Let's just turn this down. We're all about a lifestyle that is about happiness. It's about peace. It's about nirvana. It's about joy. It's about living our very best life, our very best life. And along the way, she's here. Along the way, Betsy, come on down. Along the way, we do a little bit of cooking, a bit of shopping, some shopping hauls for food, for clothes, household products. We do lots and lots of chit chat. We're also going to do some gardening. I was out in the garden yesterday just cleaning up my pots. And I did think about doing a live, but there was just so much pots to clean up. I thought we'll be there all day. So we do all sorts of things. And within that, around that, living our best life and making really good choices, we also have a goal to lose weight, feel fit, feel amazing, without the stress, without the guilt. And that's what we are about here. And I've lost 119 pounds to date on my journey. And that has been at the crux of it, really at the crux of it, just making those good choices, not just about food, but about everything else, being happy, feeling free and feeling relaxed. And then I'll make really good choices. So if that's the sort of thing that you're interested in, then come and join us. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. But I know that I've had quite a few new subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, then a huge warm welcome to you and thank you for being here. So you may have clicked that subscribe button, but also click the notification bell. You'll see a little bell. Click that because every time I go live or upload a video, you'll be the first to know to be notified. Yeah, you will. So what we're going to do today, we're going to cook, guys. And good evening, Deanna. Great to have you with me today, my lovely. So we're going to get cooking because I'm absolutely famished. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about my day and the weekend. But I've got a pan, got it on the gas, and I've got my oil. Now I get asked a lot, where did I get this little oil brush from? And I got it from Temu. I was shopping like I was a millionaire, you know that? Yeah, I'm not going to sing for you guys, but I was shopping like I was a millionaire on Temu, and I picked this up, and this was like about £2 and change. It was really affordable. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got the little brush. You do have to be careful because if you invert it and you squeeze it too hard, all the oil fall out, which happened to me the other day. But yeah, just turn it upside down and give your pan a brush. It's brilliant. So I've just brushed my pan with a little bit of oil, and then what we're going to do, we're going to chop up some onions. I've already peeled my onions. I'm going to take that off. I've already peeled them. I'm just going to finish slicing them up. So this dish you can make with any protein source that you want, whether it be beans, you could chickpeas, kidney beans, or you could put chicken in, or fish, turkey, anything like that. But tonight, Matthew, every time I say that, I just want to say that from stars in their eyes. Tonight, Matthew. Sorry, my onion chopping is very crude tonight. I do apologise. But tonight we're gonna do prawns because that's what I've got in my freezer. And you may have seen that a couple of weeks ago I bought 2 packs of prawns that were on offer. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I've chopped up my onions, and I'm gonna pop my onions straight in the pan. And we're just going to let this cook through. Just going to let it soften. So how are you? How's your weekend been? I hope you've had a lovely day, a lovely weekend. And good evening, Maureen. Thank you so much for joining me here today. It's great to have you. It really is. So I hope you've all had a good weekend. So I do apologise for my absence over the weekend. It was a busy one. So I was on Friday morning, showed you what I had for my lunch. And I did say I wasn't going to be on Friday evening because I've been on most evenings that week. And I just needed a little break. As much as I love you, I do need a little break every now and again. So that's what I did. And then Saturday. What did I do Saturday? Can't remember what I did Saturday. It must have been that good. I can't remember. But on Saturday, that was it. I went out on Saturday, and went strolling, went for a walk. Went and hung with my friends. And we just had a little mooch around the shops on Saturday, and then I got back and I did a big proper clean downstairs, clean the downstairs of my house, because I knew that Sunday would be, I was hoping for Sunday to be busy, which it was. So Saturday night I got in and I was like, I'll do a live stream tomorrow. But, I remember what I did as well. I cleaned my fish tanks. So you can see here, there we go. I've got 2 fish tanks. I've got this, I call this the nursery. So there's that small fish tank there. That's a 30-litre fish tank. And I've got a 72-litre fish tank in the living room. And how my fish had survived in this baby tank, I don't know. It was like a cesspit. It hadn't been cleaned for about 3 weeks. And with fish, if you a fish keeper, you know that you've got to keep on top of it and keep doing your water changes. Well, it hadn't been cleaned for a couple of weeks. So I was like, right, okay, I'm going to sort this out. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to add in my tomatoes. I've just got 1 fresh tomato that I've chopped up, and I'm just going to add that straight in. And so I gave it all a really good clean on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I had a plan. So in this tank here is my babies. I call this the nursery, but they're not growing. And I started off with 19 babies, and now I'm down to like 4. And I was like, it's not saying anything. So what I decided to do was put the parent platies, because there's baby platies in there, and I decided to put the parent platies in there. So I've got 5 big platies. Now it looks good. It looks good. So I needed some other fish for the big tank, because I took them out in the big tank. So my son is my favourite. I know you shouldn't have favourites, but I tell him he's my favourite child. I know. He's my favourite. And then he turns to me and says, Mum, how can I be your favourite child? You've only got one child. And I'm like, I know. That's what I mean. You're the favourite. I know. I never get away with it. So he took me to, oh my days, it is the most gorgeous garden centre. Absolutely, oh my goodness, it is huge. It's a little way from us. It's probably about a good 25 minutes on the motorway. But on my days, it's massive. And it was me and my son and my 2 grandkids. So we did, we had a little look around the garden centre. They've got an aquatics area, which is amazing. Had a little look at the fish. And then we went to soft play with the kids. So now I've got some mixed vegetables. These were frozen mixed veg. And in here is peas, carrots, sweet corn and green beans. And I'm just going to add them all in like so. And with this dish, if you're making it for a family, okay, and you all say like you're making it for 2 and your friend comes round, I had a piece that fell on the laptop, and you've got your friends that come round, just add in more veg, because it's going to stretch it. But it's also a really, really good way to get those veggies in. So we went to soft play, and I had a great non-scale victory. Yeah. And my grandkids, the baby's like 3, it's like, Nanny, come play. So we went in the soft play, and I was able to crawl around it really easily. And then he wanted me to come down the slide with him. Bearing in mind, this is a child for little kids, and he's 3, and my oldest grandkid is 7. And Nanny went down the slide without her hips sticking against the side. How good is that? I felt really, really good. I felt good about being able, and for me, this is, when I started my weight loss journey, one of my goals was to be able to get down on the floor and play with my grandkids, but also to get off the floor as well, without needing my oldest one putting his arm out and saying, come on, Nanny, let me help you, and really struggling to get up. And that's what I wanted. Yeah, I wanted to be able to have the strength in my arms and my knees to be able to get up off the floor, or to be able to have the strength to run around and play with them. That for me was so much more important than that number on the scale, because we know, the relationship with the scales, it can really fluctuate. And that was what I wanted. So to be able to go to soft play and get in the soft play with a 7-year-old and 3-year-old, and I'm not going to say run around, but to move around in there, and then to come down the slide, that for me was just so much better than any number. It really, truly was, because it was meaningful. It meant something. Yeah. So I'm going to season this now. I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper and some all-purpose seasoning. So I'm just going to put a pinch of salt. Because these are vegetables and these veg have been in the freezer, generally I tend to find that they lack flavour. So I like to put a little bit extra salt in there, but not too much, because we're going to just season it and then we're going to taste it. So I've got salt, and then I've got some black pepper, just regular black pepper. And then I'm putting some all-purpose seasoning in, yeah? And you can get something like Aromat in the supermarket, but this is like from an Asian food store, Caribbean style. Yeah. So I'll just put a little bit in. I'm going to give that all a little bit of a stir. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in some rice. Okay. So you could either cook your own rice, or for ease, quickness, I'm using this microwave whole grain rice. Last time I did this, I didn't put the vegetables in, so it's slightly different. But again, you can use this for lunch. I'm going to put the lot in. You know, any source of protein will be fabulous. So this is like a fried rice. This is. So yeah, so to be able to come down the slide was absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. So yeah, so and then by the time I got back, I was, you know, absolutely done in. And then today at work, and I do apologise if you were waiting for me to do my live stream in the morning, because as you know, I do live streams in the morning of what I was going to eat, but I had a bit of a change. So I finished my training. You know, I've been doing training at work, and I finished my training, so they let me loose now. Let me loose, and I needed to get in, or no, I wanted to get in early because I was moving locations. I needed to move my desk, my pedal stool, my chair. I needed to get set up, ready to start. And I'm so glad I did that, because I was so flustered all day, really flustered. And it was really full on. You know what it's like, guys. First day, you know, and I didn't missed my birth breaks, missed me lunch. I only had like 25 minutes for lunch. So I still got a load of food in the cupboard, in the fridge. I'll just put it back in for tomorrow. So that's why I'm really hungry. But do you know what it's like? Sometimes when you're hungry, you just grab the quickest, easiest thing. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make something that was going to nourish me, that was going to make me feel like I've eaten well, but also something that I can make and take tomorrow as well, which is this. This is like my fried rice. So yeah, so that's what this is. And now what I'm going to do, that's going to warm it, and I'm going to put my prawns in. These are my ready to eat, cooked and peeled king prawns. These were my bargain buckets. You can see they were originally £2.80, and it came down to £1.88. They went straight in the freezer when I got them home. So these are now just, all of them are just going to go straight in here. So yeah, as I said, I didn't want to just grab something and eat it, because, you know, that lends into this whole mindless eating. And, you know, we already know that when we eat mindlessly, we eat more. So, and I'm on a journey just to be eating really consciously. Yeah, to be a conscious eater. So this is going to nourish me. It's got the good source of protein in. It's got lots of veggies, and it's got the whole grain rice. Again, it takes a lot longer to eat. So what we're going to do in our membership straight after this is I'm going to share with you my top tips for mindful eating. Yeah. So if, like me, you want to learn those skills of having a bowl of food and you want to slow your eating down and eat really mindfully, so you end up eating less, which then supports you long term on the journey, we're going to be doing it straight after this session, guys. But that will only be for those of you in the membership, which is the level called Time Out for Happiness. So if you're not in the membership, feel free to join us. And there's 3 levels to the membership. We have our Time Out for Peace, which is $1.99 a month, and that is an opportunity, if you so wish, to make a donation and to say thank you for all this great content that I provide. Or you may choose to, and it is a monthly recurring, so if you don't want to continue paying $1.99 a month, then, you know, do be aware of that. And then our next membership level is Time Out for Happiness, and this is where this is the real stuff, this is the real business. And we're going to do so much. There's going to be a Facebook group, which I've got a few technical difficulties with. I'm hoping that's going to be up and running. There's exclusive YouTube lives that I do that nobody else has access to unless you're in the membership. There's going to be exclusive content in the Facebook group as well, and also exclusive cooking. And we've already decided on our very first cooking session. So there's going to be lots going on there. And we're also, so that's the membership called Time Out for Happiness. And then our final level, which is a level 3 tier, is Time Out for Nirvana. So if you need that support around coaching, personal coaching, so that you can develop your skills around your personal confidence, your self-belief, your self-awareness, then maybe that's the level for you. And that is a monthly coaching, one-to-one coaching session. So there's going to be loads. And, you know, we're going to be looking at adding more. So, yeah, do keep a lookout, guys, for that. So I'm just going to let this cook down a little bit more because my prawns are still frozen. And what we want is for the prawns to not be frozen. Yeah, when the prawns are not frozen, then we know that it's cooked. But in the meantime, what I am going to do, I'm going to taste the rice. Yeah, and just check if I need to season it a bit more. Nice, but it needs more seasoning. Let me get So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Because I don't know if you're like me, guys, but I used to eat my food so quickly. Right, my partner used to say to me, Angela, slow down. Nobody's going to steal your food. Nobody's going to steal it. And I used to eat it so quickly, like a sandwich, 2 bites and it'd be gone. A plate of food used to be down the hatch. Yeah. And what happens when I used to eat like that is I hadn't even registered that I'd eaten, because I'd be moving around and I'd be taking a bite. And then when I actually stopped, I'd be looking for my sandwich and I'd be like, hold on a minute, I'm sure I had a sandwich here. Couldn't find it. And it hadn't even registered that I'd eaten it. So what would happen? I'd go and eat something else. And I'd eat that slowly. So I'd had 2 meals instead of one. And then the other problem that I used to have when I used to eat really quickly was that because it hadn't even registered and I hadn't even tasted my food, I just felt that I hadn't eaten, hadn't enjoyed it, hadn't tasted the flavors. Yeah. So I was just eating for eating's sake. I wasn't really enjoying my food because I wasn't tasting the flavors. So when I changed that and started learning to eat mindfully, what I found, I'm going to add some chili to this, just to give it a little bit of a kick. Just find the chili flakes. Excuse me one moment. Got loads of jars here. Oh, here we go. Got loads of jars. Okay. Yeah, so when I started eating mindfully, what started to happen was that, one, I was enjoying my food because I was really tasting it and I could really enjoy it. But the second thing was I was eating less. And you know me, guys, I'm really a massive believer that we have an overabundance, not even an abundance, an overabundance of food here in the West. Yeah. And I can't speak for anybody else, but that for me, that overabundance has led me to gain a huge amount of weight over the years. And it also left me out of touch with my body, with my senses, and with my brain and my stomach, because there was just so much food and I was just constantly grazing every single day. So I lost touch with my body. Just taste this again. Now, that's nice. That's proper nice, full of flavour. And if you wanted to, you could put in a little dash of hot pepper sauce, a bit of Tabasco if you like that spice. Put a splash of soy sauce if you want to. Put a little bit of lemon juice and herbs in it just to give it that Mediterranean flavour. You've got such a great base. Maybe put in some sweet chili sauce in that if you like that flavour. This is an absolutely fantastic base. Beautiful, beautiful. So get my bowl. So yeah, it left me out of touch when I was just guzzling my food. And it got me on this spiral. And you may even be able to identify with this, but I often say that there's like 3 types of dieters, 3 types of people who want to lose weight. Yeah. And the first person I like to call the sparkler. Yeah. So sign up for a plan, a program, doesn't matter what it is, could be Weight Watchers, Slimming World, could be keto, paleo, carnivore, fast 800, could be anything. They sign up and they're like, right, I'm ready to go. And it's almost like their enthusiasm has been lit. And next thing you know, they burn brightly, maybe for a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even a month. But eventually that sparkle starts to fizz out. And that's it. Sparkle's gone. Yeah? That used to be me. Used to get really excited. Right, I'm going to lose weight. I'm on this weight loss program. Right, let me do everything I need to do to get going. And then sometimes for me, it wasn't even a week. I'd be lucky if I lasted a week. A few days, and that was it. Sparkle had gone. Or then there's the merry-go-round. Yeah. person on the merry-go-round, person's who like, okay, right, I need to lose weight now. I've signed up to this plan and I need to get going, but I haven't got shopping in. Okay, I'll get the shopping in, and then I'll get the shopping in, and then I will get started. And you think, yeah, great idea, but then you think, I don't get paid till weekend, 4 days away. I'll start it then. And then the weekend comes and you think, I'm not feeling so well. I've got a scratchy throat, chest is sore. Do you know what? I'll get going when I feel better. I'll get going on Monday. And then Monday comes and then you're like busy with work, busy with the family, busy with the kids, haven't started planning. And it's like, do you know what? I'll start Wednesday. And then Wednesday comes and it's like, it's my friend's birthday on Friday. And I've got to go. I've got to have a drink. We're going for a meal. I've got to have that. And I'll probably end up having a dessert. After all, it's a birthday. So I tell you what, I'll start next Monday. Yeah. And before you know it, a month has gone and you've gone round and round and round and round and round. Does anybody identify with that? Yeah, I know I do. Yeah. And then we have the person who says, I'll start on Monday. The Mondays. I'll start on Monday. And Monday comes and Monday goes and we never get off base one. And then 2, 3, 4 years down the line, we're like a rolling stone and we've gained even more weight. We've never got started. So different couple of people, types of people that I've come across, that I recognise that I've been on the journey. And I learned to just ditch that. Just ditch that. Ditch that. So Tony, do I miss Weight Watchers? No, I don't. Because I feel free. Because I've ditched the regime. I've ditched the restriction. I've ditched the need to count this or count that. And, I mentioned that I wasn't doing any other plan, no other program. Don't miss it, because I'm free. I have my own methodology, which has continued to really help and support me. And it's working and I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. So, yeah, I'm free to eat the foods that I want without the guilt. Because after all, guys, when we're living our best life, and surely that's what this is about. Well, it is for me. The journey is about living my best life. Yeah. And when I'm living my best life, I'm happy. I'm free. I don't have restrictions. I'm not worrying about, pointing this or counting that or tracking that or how many calories is in this. For me, that might be for you. I'm not knocking you if it is, but for me, that's not freedom. And that's not how I choose to live my life. So, putting in some simple, really easy, simple steps, such as one, cooking a meal like this. Really easy, really simple, nutritious, nourishing, tasty, really, really nice, and a nice, good portion. That'll probably be a little bit too much for me, to be honest. A little bit too much. Take just a tiny bit out. Really nice portion for me. Hi, Horatio. Great to have you here with me today. And then what I'm going to do, I've got my little jars from IKEA. Love these jars. Absolutely. I should be on commission with IKEA. I talk about these jars so much. Got my jar from IKEA. And I'm going to let this cool down. And I'm going to puts them in the jar for tomorrow, and that's going to be tomorrow's lunch. And there'll be some left over. In fact, I might be able to get two lunches out of that in these jars. So that will be either 2 lunches or lunch tomorrow and dinner tomorrow. But yeah, so there we go. That's my dinner. So, you know, I'm very tempted to get some soy sauce and just give it a little splash. And then after the day I've had at work, I feel like I need a drink. I do. I feel like I need to down a couple of, you know, rum and cokes, but I ain't going to do that. 1, because I don't like drinking alone. 2, it's a weeknight. It's only Monday, for goodness sake. But the only drink I'm drinking is my water, my squash. Because I've had such a busy day, I think I've had about 3 sips of water today. So I know I need to get my water in because my eyes are like sawdust. Yeah, my eyes are, no, not sawdust, sandpaper. My eyes feel like sandpaper, really dry and really gritty. And that's a sign to me that I'm dehydrated. So I'm going to be drinking plenty of this evening. No alcohol, just 2 of these. And I've put a little bit of orange squash in there just to make it a bit easier to get in. But yeah, I need to get this down me. Anyway, guys, I am gonna love and leave you this evening because I'm gonna nip over to my membership, to the members in my membership, and I'm gonna teach and share with you how to get on the road to eating mindfully and eating really slowly. And there's some very specific techniques that I'm going to share with you in the membership. So if you want to come and join us, guys, there is a link on the channel to join the membership. Feel free to check it out. If not, then I'll see you back here very soon. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I know I've got quite a few new people who's joined me. If you've not hit that subscribe button, do feel free to click that subscribe button, but also click the notification bell, because when you click that notification bell, then every time I go live or upload a video, you will be the first to be notified. Okay, guys, whatever you are doing, have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening, and I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.